Oyinye, are you there? Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Oyinye, thank you
Morning.
so much for joining us this morning. I appreciate your time here. Um, can you just give us a little bit of an overview of the security situation in UNN recently? We understand that in the last 1 month, there has been some, breach of security in Osaka, specifically as it relates to the students of that institution.
Okay, so basically, we've noticed that quite a number of students have gone missing of recent, especially the ladies. Like of recent, okay, in fact, this month we've recorded a case of a missing girl, and we found a dead body close to the boys' hostel. Then we also had another case of the said hotel. I don't want to disclose the name, though I don't know if they've really said anything much about that. Then of recent, we heard of the pharmacy boy that is missing as well. So, like, it's really not safe out there anymore. Students are just missing, dead bodies are down. Then, of recent, another student that was missing, they said she was for a traditional wedding, but thank God she has been found. So, yeah, she's back. So that's it.
Okay. So, in all of these, what has been the school authorities' reaction, especially as it concerns the girls whose bodies was found decomposing very close to the boys' hostel?
I want to believe, I really can't say too much about that, but I want to believe the school authorities actually, working on the security measures. Basically, like I can't say much about that. I really hope the school is doing something about it. Yeah.
Okay, Onyi, so I asked earlier on, I asked another person, but you are a student and you are a lady. Do you think there's in this situation, even though yes, I understand with, I sympathize with the victims, right? However, beyond sympathy, do you think also that the ladies are contributors to this act? Citing example with what happens in UNEC, that's University of Nigeria Enugu campus, where it seems like the female hostel is more like a brothel, where men come park their cars and, before you know it, ladies hop into their car like they are told to, and they are driven off. And most of the time, they don't know these ladies, as in the men don't know these ladies and the ladies don't know these men. And off they go.
Well, I don't want to say too much. The ladies probably could be part of the reasons. Because I don't know why. Probably you're not too sure of who you're going out with, and you just comfortably go out with the person. I don't think it's proper, or I don't know what could have led to that. I don't know if it's for grade sake or not. I don't know. I really can't tell why, but I feel like the ladies, to an extent, it contributes.
Okay, now, do you feel there are measures that the school authorities and the government, or plus or minus the government, but the school authorities should put in place to stop this indiscriminate acts by ladies?
Mm, What would the school authority be able to do now? Uh, Honestly, I don't even know what how the school authority is going to curb this, because it's not like, because some people live in the hostel, some people live off campus, so you can't really regulate people's students' movement. Do you get?
Yeah,
It's not like
yes.
secondary school that you can like tell people, okay, there's going to be bed check and things like that, and you're sure that okay, everybody's enclosed in a particular space, that you can know the number of students you have and things like that. So it will be a bit difficult
No,
to
no, but
curb that.
I mean, for the ones that stay in the hostel inside the school, yes, the people, the ones outside, you don't know their whereabouts, you don't know where they stay, you can't account or about for how they sleep and wake up. But if this is a school hostel, is there anything that you think that the school authorities should do to curb the incessant, indiscriminate act by female students?
Basically, I can't tell them to start doing the check because I don't think it will work. Because you cannot stop students from moving because people have different businesses and you can't tell them, okay, you need to be in school by this time to even make people to leave the hostel entirely. So I don't know if they'll really be able to curb this whole thing. I think basically people just need to learn and probably they need to, call students' attention and talk to them and orient them and tell them about what has been happening and talk to them and make sure they are trying to protect themselves. So I think that's it basically.
You're trying to, it sounds like you're trying to defend some people because I know there is a school, I don't want to mention them, there are some schools that those kind of acts and seen, it's not like there are people inside there are saints. No, I'm saying that those acts are not propagated, are not encouraged, because it's when you allow people, give them that kind of free hand, that they continue like that. And these other institutions I'm talking about are tertiary institutions. But you don't see cars parked, cars, fleets of cars parked in front of the female hostels and cut away with the females that they don't know,
And probably they might just have to, I won't say they should stop cars from coming because what if it's their personal cars? Like what if probably a
But there
student's
is a
parents or
measure
a
that could be
student
put in
themselves?
place. There are cards. If you're a student, you have a car. You drive in. Do you understand? If you're not a student and you don't have a car, you're inside. And if a man is coming out with driving out, the cars should be properly checked before the car is drives out or is driven out of the school premises.
That should be probably the gate that will be able to check that because I don't think the hostel, like the porter, will be able to do that because probably the students might even feel embarrassed. I don't know. I feel that way, except probably at the gates, at the various entrances of the school. When anybody's entering, probably they should show a proper ID or something. I think so. And probably when they are leaving, they should also be checking out like their cars, the books, and everything.
Two questions. Onyinye,
All right.
you're a graduate, you're done with the school. It does look like the way you are talking, defending the institution, so maybe you have something, an engagement with them a little later, say maybe a master's degree program or a PhD program. But beyond that, in the last 4 years for you, how has it been? What is your scariest security story? Not something about you, but something you have heard that really scared you to your bones beyond what has happened in the last 1 month. That's one. Two, how have you kept safe? Well, I don't know, but I'm sure that nothing of such has happened to you while you were, in school all through this period. What are the tips that you have used to keep yourself safe from all of these issues, a security situation that the university is facing?
Okay. One time I live in the hostel. What I do basically to protect myself, I try not to stay out late at night. I do not just go off with random people. I must be comfortable and I should know you. Okay. So that's one thing. My scariest, sometime when I was coming back from a photo shoot, yes, it was actually very late. I wouldn't lie. There was no security around, and I heard a madman screaming. I was so scared. I didn't know whether to turn back or to keep moving. That was quite late, though. I promised never to do that again. So that was my scariest moment. But thank God the madman didn't harm us, so we went on.
Okay, so for you, staying out late is one of the things that you have stopped, or you did stop, because you feel that can exacerbates the situation that we have. What about the ones that happen during the day? Because some of these kidnappings and killings that even happens during the day. What tips for you can you share for students who are schooling in that school or maybe any other institution to keep safe?
Okay, basically, I feel like first of all, you should tell people wherever you're going to. Okay, someone like me, let's say I want to go out and probably okay, I know someone, and but I'm not too sure. Just to keep safe, I could actually tell my friend to come along with me, probably sit somewhere close by and watch. Or I will send out the number of whoever I'm going to see, and I will also send my current location. I always do that. Always. I will send my current location and I will tell people where I'm going to, and as well drop the number of whoever I'm going to see so that in case there's an issue, you can be able to find me or reach me or probably track me from my last post or something.
Okay.
So,
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would ask, I think maybe my final question for you. What would be your advice? You know, it's almost similar what you said, but what would be your advice to ladies, to men, to female, to male folks, students out there in general?
okay. So what I have to say to people, I feel like what I have to tell you out there is please stay safe. Always tell people where you're going to. Okay, you don't need to lie, and please try to be contented. Very important because I feel that's one of the reasons why we have a lot of missing cases. Probably, you know, probably sometimes we're not satisfied, so we should be satisfied. Yes, stay safe and always read people. Tell them where you're going to. Very important because people like to be secretive a lot. So that's it.
You're a graduate of that school already. You've done 4 years there. What are the things that you have seen in that school that you think needs improvements from either the management or students or environment? What are the things that you feel should be improved upon?
Okay, generally, right?
Yes,
Generally.
generally.
Okay, first of all, I think the school management should, look into the girls' hostel. They really need to do a lot of work there because most of the hostels are actually very messy. The environment is also dirty. Then, um, also, what again? The security. I feel like the school needs to get younger people, to secure to do the security job because I don't think these elderly men, even though I know they need a job or something, but I don't think they should be out there risking their lives. I think they should get younger and stronger guys, stronger persons that are fit to do the job. Should get more security personnel around the school because I feel like the school is not even secured. Trust me, the school is not secured. Because that night I told you about, I was coming back to my lodge or something. I saw a madman. There was no security man around. None. Nowhere to be found. Everywhere was dark. No security. They were literally sleeping. So we should work on the security measure. We should work on the girls' hostel. You know, that's it basically for now. The environment is also dirty. We should work on it. Yeah.
So as it stands, you mean old people are the ones securing the university environment?
Yes, not entirely old people, but I like at the gate, I have seen old men literally at the gate, and I feel like they shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be there, literally. They should get younger and vibrant people that if you fight or a chase, they can run. They can run after probably a thief or something. We need we need we need young blood. Yes.
Well, how old are these people? I mean, you know the situation of the country. Some people can come out of retirement to seek for these jobs. Like, what's the age range of these old people who are at the gate?
To be honest, I do not know their ages, but if you see them, you know that okay, probably this man should be arrested. But he should be resting at home, so you get so that's it.
Okay, so historically, I understand what the incident has happened in the last 1 month. we've had that situation also in the past. I think so many years ago, where within 1 month you hear kidnapping, you hear rape, you hear killings. What measures did the school take? Are there certain things that the school did that stopped it or reduced it?
Trust me, if they did something, I might not be able to tell. I don't know. I won't say what I do not know. So, I don't know.
Okay, how is the communities within the institution taking the news of this tragic incident happening in the institution? How are they taking it? How are they reacting to it?
Well, the thing is, I feel like it's making people very scared now, even myself. So, if I'm scared, I wonder what other people are feeling. I feel they might be scared. Yeah.
Mm. Does it affect the nightlife at Nsuka?
I don't think so. People still go out, trust me, but I won't be able to tell if it has really affected so much. Yeah, but people still go out.
It's a university environment, and a whole lot of things happen there.
Okay.
Events, birthdays, weddings, get-togethers, parties here and there, because the environment, basically is all about young people. One would wonder whether
Yeah.
these things affect these gatherings.
Oh, I think the gatherings still hold. People still part like of recent. I think that was 2 days on Saturday. The first years, there's the freshers, they just matriculated. So I even heard there was a party, an after party. So I don't think it really affected so much.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am, I saw you. I see you giggle and it's infectious. I'm almost, caught by it. And I hear you say party. It feels like you attended, but maybe with your ears. I'm not going to allege now. But when I said I had my last question, but you talked about the female hostel, and I'm very big on hygiene. Do you think that the females are neat? They keep their environment clean. It's one thing to keep a place to build a new facility or to construct, to clean. It's another place to maintain it. Do the females in the female host, are they clean people? Not do they litter their I wanted to say diapers, their pads, their sanitary. Do they litter their sanitaries everywhere?
Okay. Honestly, when I was in the hostel, it was hell. Yes, because I hate dirtiness. So honestly, I feel like girls are really very, very dirty. Yes,
Oh.
very, very dirty. Honestly, you will see sanitary towels littered around. Someone will literally use that and carelessly keep it. The hostels filled with roaches, bed bugs, or whatnot. Rats, especially. You cannot even go to the toilet and peacefully without a rat, you know, running around. So it's actually very dirty. The girls are really dirty. I'll be very honest because my stay in the hostel was not so wonderful because I know I used to have issues with my roommates. Then I always tell you, oh, do this, do this, do that. Please keep this place clean. But I don't like this. I don't like that. So in fact, it made me leave the hostel. The rate
Okay,
at which
so
people were dirty made me leave
it's
the
it's a
hostel. Yes,
problem of cleanliness. In as much as, like you
yes.
said,
Both the
that the
both the
the school
students and the
authorities need to
cleaners.
look. Okay, in as much
Yes,
as you
the
said that the
students
school
and the cleaners.
authorities need to look into female hostels to keep it in a standard. But I also
Yes,
understand that the thing that invite these roaches and rodents, actually rats and all, it's unclean, dirty environment. So
dirty environment.
cleanliness is one of the major problems.
Yes,
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
yes.
Thank you
Though
so much,
the
ma'am.
hostel has naturally been infested with bed bug from my first year. Like from my first year, it has been infested with bed bugs. So they need to do something about that, especially that bed bug. They need to work on it seriously.
Okay. Thank you so much. We very much appreciate your input and the information you divulged. It's critical, and I want to believe that the appropriate authorities are taking note, and beyond taking note, are taking measures to curb these things. I have bed bugs, and it's one of the things that shouldn't be seen in our environment in this age and time. You wonder, you say, could this thing still be existing? Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's still Signature Morning. Up next is Entertainment News.